Hello, and today I am making improvised Nerf rockets for a Nerf Big Bad Bow or any other various projects that you may have, blasters, etc. Now this is a relatively easy project for anyone who needs replacement rockets or just wants to make them in general for something fun to use. Now what you're going to need is a general guide right here. You can modify any of the things that you need based on what you want to build. So the basic body of the rocket itself is made out of a 3/8 inch thick polythyrene foam, also pipe insulator, also known as like 1/2 inch copper pipe fitting. It says 3/8 for, I believe it's iron pipe, and it's 1/2 inch for copper. So that's relatively easy to find. So now for the fins, you could use whatever you want, whether it be felt, as I did on one of my practice ones. However, in this one, I'm using craft foam because it mocks what the normal rockets use, and that's really easy to find at any craft store. And this is another thing you could use. It's a piece of a yoga mat. This is really nice because it's dense. However, this might be better for the tip of the rocket. Now, the rockets themselves, depending on what you're shooting them out of, you can change it. If you're using an air blaster or a spring blaster, you can change the weight. However, for this one, I'm using about 1/2 inch of scrap CPVC just to weight it, give the tip a little bit of weight to help with accuracy. Tools you're going to need a Sharpie. A straight edge knife would help. You could use a normal one, like a one with serrations. However, straight edge is preferred. You can use scissors to cut out your fins and hot glue to hold the entire thing together. So that's just a basic guide, and now let's get started. Okay, the first step right now is to cut out the actual body of the rocket itself. For mine, I'm going to be doing about 6 inches. You can play around with the different sizes that you want. However, this is just a general guide. So what you're going to do is, using your knife, like I said before, straight edge is preferred. You're going to mark out how much foam you want to cut. So for me, it's right about here. And then you're going to take your knife and cut it just very easily. You want a nice straight cut, so good cut right there. So that makes the main body of the rocket itself. So now let's go and add the fins. Okay, now your next step is to make the fins themselves. You could do whatever shape you want, and you could use whatever material that you want. And like I said in this example, I am using the craft foam because it's very lightweight and it's pretty well suited for this job. However, you could use a felt or whatever other material that you think would work in this position. If you have any questions, you could ask me. So what you want to do is you want to draw a general outline and cut out a fin like you saw here, and then you could use that fin as a template to cut out multiple fins. If you're making several rockets at once, you may want to do them all right now. It would just make it a lot easier than cutting out a fin, 3 fins every now and then, or you could even do 4. But like I said, I did this shape specifically because it would work pretty well. Like you can see here, they stack up fairly well. So it's hard to do with the camera right now because I really would like to do it individually without having to pay attention to the camera. However, that's the basic concept. You want to cut out multiple, and like I said, if you have multiple fins, it would probably help to do them at right now. I mean, you know what I mean, multiple rockets, you need multiple fins for that. So do that now. Okay, so once you have 3 of the similar fins done, or multiple if you're doing multiple rockets, which would make sense to do them all at once, you need a front to your rocket. So like I said, I'm using a yoga mat before. So the basic concept is you want a circle that will cover the entire thing. And another good thing about yoga mats is that usually they have a nice texture like this one. It has a nice cross pattern, so it helps with measuring. And I use this for padding for a lot of my blasters. I use this type of foam because it's very dense and it works well. So you want to cut that out to be a circle to cover the front of your rocket. So make multiple if you're doing multiple rockets. So these are all the pieces that you should have once you're done. You should have your 3 fins per rocket, one tip per rocket and a weight. You should use a heavier weight if you're working with heavier air blasters like a Big Blast or a Ultimate Missile Blast, maybe even a 3K as well, because that's pretty powerful. So if you're working with that, or if you're working with the spring one, you might want a lighter weight. However, you probably want something to just give your rocket more accuracy. I'm using about 1/2 inch of scrap CPVC, and if you wanted to weight it more, I think you should put something inside, maybe hot glue, and then some weights on the inside. So now to assemble it, I'm going to hot glue it all together in a second. Basically what you want to do is your weight goes in the tip, like that. You're going to hot glue it in, put your tip on, and then you're going to put your rocket's fins on in the orientation that you want them, and you probably want to spread them out equally. So I'm going to go do that now, and I'll show it to you when it's okay. Now here is the finished product. I'm going to cut to a firing test, and then we will do a quick overview, and then that will be it for this video. To fire the improvised Nerf rocket that we made today, I wrapped 3 wraps of V-tape around a piece of 1/2 inch CPVC that was a barrel for my snap bow. This is, I believe, a 7-inch barrel, so basically it fits on very snugly now. And I'll throw the Gorilla Pod onto my snap bow, and then I'll do a quick firing. Okay, now one of the cool parts about having a Gorilla Pod is the fact that you can do these cool first-person videos like this. So this is on my snap bow, the original one, not the MK5. So you could check out that video on my channel if you haven't already. But I'm just going to give this rocket a quick shot, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, now as you can see, it flew really straight, and it landed over there behind that box, right over there. So let's walk over there, and we will just see how far it went. It went a good distance too, because this is a relatively powerful blaster. So it landed, actually not where I thought it would, right over there. So from right here to from over there. So that's a pretty good distance. So yeah, basic summary. These rockets are a lot of fun to make. They're very easy to make, and they come out relatively clean. This was just kind of done for the video. Normally you would take slightly more time in making these. These are really easy to make. They work really well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video tutorial, and if you want to see me do anything else on my channel, just let me know, and I might take a look at it and see if I can make it happen. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video tutorial. Thank you for watching, and if you're interested, please check out any of the other videos on my channel. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.